Hi everyone, welcome to week 3. I wanted to do a quick video just with some updates and reminders as we start week 3. So here we go. By now in the class, you should have done a couple of things. So you should have submitted the questionnaire on Classroom. Again, that was just for me to check in and see how you're doing. For those of you who didn't do the questionnaire, I sent you an email and you should have checked in with me somehow. So either through that email or by submitting classwork. You should have completed the first reading and the second reading. You should have submitted the one pager for habit number 1. This week, you are going to complete reading number 3, which covers habit number 2. I wanted to talk really quickly. Some people had trouble opening the PDF. So for those of you who maybe had trouble opening the PDF, I posted an online version as well. So you can access either of those. They're both on Classroom. Keep in mind that you do need to cite page numbers, but I'll be flexible whether you're working off the PDF or the online version. Either set of page numbers is fine. This week, you can also participate in a class discussion about habit number 2. That will be on Wednesday at 9:30 or 2 p.m. And a reminder, it's optional, but it is recommended, and I'll talk a little more about that in a minute. And you're going to complete your one pager, which is due Sunday at midnight. Speaking of the one pager, I wanted to give some general feedback, some things that I saw as I was grading them yesterday. Please make sure that you are citing quotes correctly. You guys were kind of all over the place with how you embedded the quotes and how you actually cited them. If you don't remember how to do it, or if you're unsure if you were correct or not, please Google MLA in-text citations. There's a gajillion sources on the internet, or look back at your notes from class. At this point in the year, you should be citing all of those quotes properly. So please do use Google, look at examples on the internet. If you're still unsure, shoot me an email, let me know, and I can help you out. I also want to speak really quickly about the analytical response. Please know that this is analysis, not summary. A lot of people shifted into just restating what the author was saying, just basically telling me what the chapter was about. I know what the chapter is about. I read it as well. Instead of just summarizing, I really want you to dig deeper. What's the significance? Why is the author presenting it this way? What resonance do the stories have? Why include those examples? So really digging deeper and coming up with like why behind the what. So not so much what he's saying, but why it's significant. Also, I'd love to see more specifics for the personal response. A lot of people kind of waited till the very end and then gave me one sentence about, these are really good suggestions. I can't wait to use them in my own life. I don't know what that means. So really try to tell me, how are you incorporating them? What are you doing in your daily life? Can you think of an instance where you implemented these strategies? Can you think of an instance where you might implement these strategies? And there were some people who were a little bit critical of the author, and that's totally fine. You can say, I think that these habits are bogus. That's totally fine. But then in that personal response, tell me what you're doing instead. So if you're not going to utilize them, what's your approach? Like, how would you have written the book if you were the author? So really do give more specifics, give more details for those personal responses. And then also please make sure that it is one full page, single spaced. Some people did double spaced or 1.5 spacing. That's fine. If you want to expand the spacing just for your own well-being, that's fine. But then know that it needs to be closer to 2 pages or, a page and 3/4, something like that. Overall, though, really good stuff. I enjoyed reading it. Kind of felt like you guys were talking to me. So that was really cool. Keep up the good work. I also wanted to talk quickly about the Wednesday class discussions. The next one is this Wednesday at 9:30 or at 2 p.m. They're not required, but I think they're really helpful for writing your paper. By the time you walk out or you close out of the chat, you should be able to write your paper. What we do is we start by just kind of summarizing what the habit is, what the author's saying, again, kind of bringing in some of that analysis. Then we talk about how you could incorporate it in your own life, things that you might already be doing or ways that you could do it. So kind of that personal reflection. And then we also share out quotes that stuck with us. So kind of making sure that you get in those quotes in your paper as well. So really, if you come and you chat, you will have a rough outline of your paper by the time the chat is over. Please do, however, come with the pages already read and be ready to share. Quite a few people were really silent on the last chat. That's not what this is intending to be. This is supposed to be kind of you discussing what you found from it with very little prompting by me. So if you're choosing to come, please do make sure that you are ready to share, that you have read it, and you're ready to talk. The link will be on Classroom as well as in the calendar. Also know that in Classroom, it's posted as an assignment, but it's not really an assignment. So don't worry about that. Please know that after next week, the format's going to change a little bit too. So I'll talk more about it next week, but just be on the lookout. All right, grades. The questionnaire was entered as a grade. It was credit, no credit. If you have not submitted it, you can still do that. Or if you see a 0 in the grade book, please do go back and check that you did actually submit it. If it's not done, you can still do that. And then habit number 1 pager was put in. It was out of 2 points, and each person got individual feedback as well. So you should be able to see those 2 things. And also the assignments that were done before spring break, I'm still finishing up grading those. Those should be entered this week, so you'll see those in as well. Please do note that if you choose not to complete these assignments, you will see them as missing in the grade book and your grade will go down. You're not going to see a 0. You're not going to see an excused. It's just like any other assignment. Whether or not the school will go back and honor your Q3 grades, I'm not totally sure on that at this point. But know that if you don't do these assignments, your grade will go down. All right. Finally, just some reminders. There are those book chats and those book reviews on Flipgrid. Thank you to those of you who have already submitted them. They were really fun to watch. Some people have asked me if you're getting a grade for it. It's not a grade, but I will take them into consideration. So if you are right on the border of, a B+ and an A- and you've done a book chat, I will bump you up to the A-. So I encourage you to do them. Also go watch your classmates. Some people spent some good time. There's a lot of pets in them and they're fun to watch. So go watch your classmates, leave them a comment, leave them some feedback. Maybe you read the same book and you can share out. That would be really cool. Office hours are on Mondays for anyone who wants to chat. Just make sure you email me by Sunday night. I know some people are like, hey, can I just say hi? Can I just talk to you really quickly, or I'm struggling with this, or I just wanted, to clarify this point, and it's easier talking rather than through email. So I'm always available Mondays. Just shoot me an email. And then as that last one says, I am available through email too. So if you have quick questions, please, really, it all comes down to communicate with me. I'm used to seeing you every day and checking in, and not being able to see you is difficult. So just communicate. If you've decided not to focus your energies on English, that's your choice. But please do just communicate that with me so that I'm not worried about you, because I am worried about some of you. That's about it. Please stay safe, stay healthy. I know this is a tough time for a lot of people, but you are all doing a fantastic job. I miss you all so, so much, and I am looking forward to the chance when I get to see you all again. Thank you for listening, and I will chat with you soon.